Hello and welcome. Very good morning. You're watching Mirror Now. I'm Afrida Rahman Ali. First, the latest coming in from the state of Maharashtra on certain discrepancies that are now detected in the reporting of COVID deaths. In fact, the state chief secretary has now admitted that at certain levels there is misreporting and inaccuracies of data when it comes to the figures of COVID-related deaths. After Chennai, Maharashtra government has admitted to these inaccuracies. The chief secretary has accepted that there have been multiple instances of deaths that were shown to have taken place due to comorbidity instead of coronavirus. The state has also added that a major exercise of reconciliation of data is now being undertaken, and the government is expected to get a clear picture over the next few days. Currently, Maharashtra has over 1.1 lakh COVID cases. The death toll stands at 4,128. Mayuresh is tracking this story for us. Mayuresh, this is again worrisome because first we reported about Chennai suppressing the figures, the government not releasing the actual figures. Then, of course, the MCD issue of Delhi not able to tally the figures of the COVID deaths with the hospital figures. And now we shift focus to Maharashtra, where similar inaccuracies are being reported. But tell us, why are these concerns now coming up on the COVID death data?
Certainly, Maharashtra government, while just going through the records, they found certain discrepancies in many cases. So on the basis of those discrepancies, they have asked all the collectors, or they had asked all the collectors to submit their report about the reconciliation of COVID deaths and COVID positives till yesterday. So yesterday, most of the collectors have submitted their reports, and now Maharashtra government is going they are going through each case about whether the death was happened due to COVID or it was a non-COVID. Because what has happened, what they have got to know, that if a person was a comorbid and he was admitted in the hospital as a COVID positive, but when he died, his death record shows a comorbidity and not the COVID. So a lot of such instances have come across, Maharashtra government have come across, and that's why they have Chief Secretary asked all the district collectors to submit their reconciled report.
Just hold that thought.
For next 2 days,
Ram
Maharashtra
Kadam
government
of the
will
BJP
be
joining me on the phone line. राम कदम जी, ये बहुत ही एक गंभीर मामला जो सामने आया है वो है कोविड डेटा में डिस्क्रिपेंसी का. There are certain inaccuracies that we are getting to know now, which even the chief secretary of the state has admitted. How is the BJP looking at this matter? Is there any information that you have in this regard that you would like to share with us?
This is very unfortunate and the callousness on the part of the government. So first of all, मैं के अगर आंकड़े अगर देखें तो 560 डेथ्स है, उस पर डेथ ऑडिट कमेटी ने अब तक डिसीजन नहीं लिया और जून में लगभग 148 हो चुके हैं. ये एक बात समझ में नहीं आती कि बीमारी के आंकड़े छुपाने से बीमारी नहीं जाने वाली. इनको आंकड़ों के साथ छल करना है. इन्हें महाराष्ट्र की जो मुंबई और महाराष्ट्र की जो चाइना से भी बदतर हालात जो हो गए हैं, ये हालात लोगों के सामने छुपाने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं. लोगों को लाशें सौंपी जा रही है नॉर्मल बोल करके, पर वो है वो कोविड पॉजिटिव. अब इसमें डेंजर बात ये है कि कोविड पॉजिटिव नेचुरल डेथ करके तुम लाश अगर उसके परिजनों को दोगे तो उनकी सेफ्टी क्या है? वो अंतिम संस्कार करते समय उसमें जो कोविड लाश के साथ होना चाहिए वैसी वहां पर कोई सावधानी बरतता नहीं है, तो जो परिजन है वे भी सारे कोविड पॉजिटिव हो रहे हैं. तो ये कहीं ना कहीं ये महाराष्ट्र सरकार की कोताही है, इनकी बदइंतजामी है और पूरी तरह से अनफॉर्चुनेटली महाराष्ट्र की सरकार फेल हो चुकी है. और दूसरी ओर इनके 3 दलों में झगड़े चल रहे हैं
जी. लेकिन ये काफी मुश्किल भी है क्योंकि कई बार जो है किसी को अगर बहुत गंभीर कुछ ऑलरेडी को एग्जिस्टिंग और अंडरलाइंग मेडिकल कंडीशन है तो उसके बाद कोविड टेस्ट होता है और फिर वो जो ओरिजिनल डिजीज है उसके वजह से डेथ होता है या कोविड के वजह से होता है, ये आइडेंटिफाई करना क्या आपको लगता है कि ये मुश्किल होता होगा या गवर्नमेंट को ये डेटा में क्लैरिटी नहीं मिलता होगा हॉस्पिटल की तरफ से भी कई बार?
नहीं, वैसे नहीं हो रहा है. ये गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से पूरी तरह से नेग्लिजेंस है. अभी भी गवर्नमेंट इस बारे में सीरियस नहीं है. गवर्नमेंट ने इसके संदर्भ में जो कदम उठाने चाहिए, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को जो इंस्ट्रक्शन देने चाहिए, और गवर्नमेंट नहीं दे रही. और कांग्रेस के नेता कह रहे हैं कि एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में फेल है. अब ऑक्सीजन हॉस्पिटल में सप्लाई करना, इसको कौन सा रॉकेट साइंस लगना है? किसी की डेथ होती है तो डेड बॉडी रख करके कोविड पॉजिटिव है निगेटिव है वो टेस्ट आने को 2 दिन लगेंगे, उसमें कौन सा रॉकेट साइंस है? तो इसलिए ये पूरी तरह से इनकी कोताही है, इनका नेग्लिजेंस है, और इसका नेग्लिजेंस कई लोगों की जान ले रहा है। यानी इनको हमारा महाराष्ट्र देखो अच्छा कोरोना से फाइट कर रहा है, ये रोजी पिक्चर दिखाने के लिए पूरे महाराष्ट्र का इन्होंने चाइना बना दिया। अभी भी हमारी महाराष्ट्र सरकार से विनती है कि डेथ ऑडिट रिपोर्ट ने जो 560 जो मई महीने के डेथ है उसके बारे में अब तक निर्णय क्यों नहीं किया, क्यों निर्णय करने से ये पीछे हट रहे हैं? तो उसी के पीछे राजनीति है, सियासत है। अभी भी 2.5 महीने हो गए, वी हैव कंप्लीटेड 83 days ऑफ द लॉकडाउन, स्टिल गवर्नमेंट इज नॉट सीरियस. Apathy on the part of the hospital and government. We have seen everywhere.
Okay, that's a very important point you are making on the death audit report. Yes, and you're saying that there is a deliberate negligence, there is a deliberate agenda to suppress the figures in order to maintain a perception of winning the battle against COVID. That is what Mr. Ram Kadam of the BJP is telling us here on Mirror Now. Thanks very much for joining us. Mayuresh, coming back to you on those couple of points made by Mr. Ram Kadam, that, ultimately it's about creating the right perception, because of which sometimes the government deliberately suppresses data. Do you think there could be some truth in that? What is the process of collecting data, if you can help us understand, and where exactly can there be a shortfall or can there be a discrepancy which needs to be corrected?
Yes, Afrida, if you see what is the process of collecting the data, once the patient tested positive, the local authorities inform the corporation or the local administration. Local administration informs that to the Health Department of Maharashtra. Further, Health Department of Maharashtra informs to the ICMR. So where this, we can say, where they lack. So we have been given to understand when they fill up the form or when of that particular record of COVID patients, there are several there are several boxes which they need to fill up. That what exactly a person is he comorbid? Then what happens after his second test? Whether he got discharged, whether he died or passed away. So Maharashtra government have come across such instances, or we can say many instances where the further details were not filled. So the ICMR has got the data of saying this particular patient is a positive, but Maharashtra government's data shows that this person died due to the comorbidity, and the positive, whether he was positive or negative, was not mentioned. So this has called for the discrepancy, and when the Chief Secretary came to know about all these things, he immediately ordered all his district magistrate to reconcile the report and submit it to it, and within the next 2 to 3 days, we are expecting the exact numbers from the state government.
Right, we have Cabinet Minister Nawab Malik also joining me on the phone line, who's a senior leader of the NCP as well. Nawab Malik ji, एक बहुत ही गंभीर मामला सामने आया है. The one that we are looking at right now is a discrepancy in the COVID death data. Now this is serious because the entire strategy of any state in dealing with this crisis will depend on the accuracy of figures, whether it's the mortality rate or the confirmed cases or number of testing. Now under the circumstances, if you have faulty data, how will that help? How is your government dealing with this? What is the reason that these kind of inaccuracies are coming up?
Why should any government will make faulty data? But the ICMR guideline is there. As per guideline, the entire machinery is working. Either it is a Mumbai or other district. I think it is a trend of Bharatiya Janata Party to make false allegations. Before yesterday, the same allegation has been made by BJP, this corporation leaders, and yesterday the same allegation has been made by Devendra Fadnavis. There is nothing to hide. It is very much transparent and very much we are concerned with every data. There is nothing to hide. The allegation made by Devendra Fadnavis or BJP leaders in Delhi are baseless and false.
But it's not just BJP, Mr. Malik. Apparently, the Chief Secretary of the state has admitted that in multiple cases, the cause of death has been cited as comorbidity even when the patient has been COVID positive. As per ICMR guidelines, are you not supposed to report that a patient, even if he may have underlying conditions, have died after being tested positive?
Suspected COVID data is there. Where the report were not some kind of symptoms were there, there is a data of suspected COVID, confirmed COVID and suspected COVID. So nothing to hide. Chief Secretary have to take detail how much suspected COVID
So
are
the
there.
suspected COVID cases do not come under the final tally, sir. Can you tell us, give us
How you
clarity?
can-
Are the
you
suspected
can
COVID deaths, are they
say
counted under the total?
suspected COVID burial or cremation has been done as per ICMR guideline, and they are buried or they are burned.
Okay.
But suspected COVID has been reported by BMC and other district magistrate. But confirmation, some of the cases were not taken swab. It was not given by the ICMR. A person died and you take the swab of them. So suspected COVID data is there, but you cannot say suspected COVID are the COVID patients.
Okay, so perhaps that may be one of the reason of this mismatch, because the Chief Secretary of the state, as per information we have received, have accepted that there are multiple cases where death has been shown due to comorbidity of patients who have tested positive. Now, I understand the point that you're making, but I also want to ask you that by when can we get a clear picture? Because right now the figure that we have of 4,128 is disputed by various quarters. Are you going to find a way of clearing the air on where these figures are coming from? What is the collection data collection process? Can there be a transparency in the entire process of how the data is collected and released?
There is transparency, nothing wrong. Every guideline of ICMR has been followed. If any allegation is there, anybody raise the question, definitely Chief Secretary asked to DMs and the corporation's commissioners. So asking for revised data is not hiding the data. I think the style of Bharatiya Janata Party functionaries, the same allegation has been made by the Municipal Corporation of Delhi, their mayors, who are responsible to make the detailed data of dead bodies. A person, an authority which is responsible are making allegation in Delhi, and same practice has been done by Bharatiya Janata Party. There is nothing wrong. There is no question for hiding any data. All ICMR guideline has been followed, and maybe some question has been raised by the opposition. Definitely, Chief Secretary will ask clarification. Asking clarification is not mismanagement in hiding the data. Thank you very much.
Okay. No, just stay on with us, Mr. Malik. One question from my colleague and Mirror Now Deputy Editor Mayuresh. Yes, Mayuresh, over to you. Okay, I am afraid we lost the line with Mayuresh as well as Mr. Nawab Malik, not with us anymore online. Thanks very much for joining us. In fact, that gives a bit of a perspective from the government side that there has been no attempt to suppress data. What Mr. Nawab Malik tells us is that the process is transparent and clear, and also, of course, raises the issue of BJP unnecessarily raising the heckles on this and creating a controversy where there is none. Well, we'll leave it at that for now. Of course, we'll wait for the clear and consolidated figures to be released, as the CM has said that will be done in a day or two. Mayuresh is back with us. Mayuresh, we lost a line in between. So here is a case of, once again, unfortunately, politicizing the matter, because Nawab Malik seems to believe that the BJP is deliberately raising false allegations about COVID data. But on ground, in reality, what is the picture like in terms of collecting data for release? How does the process work? And at what level can there be a discrepancy really?
After there are 2 points. If we forget about what BJP leveled an allegation, because yesterday only Devendra Fadnavis had written it to the Maharashtra CM, but on 11th of June, Chief Secretary had written a letter, or we can say he had ordered to all the district magistrates to send the reconciled data of COVID and COVID deaths. So let's not get into the allegation. So if Chief Secretary has sent this kind of a message, or if he has asked for the reconciled data from all the districts, then certainly he must have found some kind of discrepancies. Yesterday, when we spoke with Chief Secretary Ajoy Mehta, he clearly said that when the state government was going through all the records, they found discrepancies where about the comorbid patients who died. Because he clearly said there are several instances which we came across. Patient was positive, he died due to the comorbidity, and the reason for his death was shown as a comorbidity and not also COVID. So that's why we have asked our respective district collectors and the municipal corporations to match that data and reconcile it and send it to us. We also asked him that what exactly is the estimate of a discrepancy Maharashtra government is basically thinking of, or Maharashtra government is expecting of. He said, right now we are not in the position to tell you the exact numbers because the process is still on. Within 2 to 3 days, we will come up with the exact figures after going through the reconciled data, and we will tell you the figures what exactly it is. So what the suppression part Mr. Nawab Malik was telling us, yes, that might be true, that government is not government's intention is not to suppress the data. We are not denying the fact, but yes, we have to accept this fact also. When Chief Secretary orders all his district collectors to send the reconciled data, when the exercise of reconciliation has started on the massive scale, it means that they have found some kind of discrepancies, and that's why it has been started.
Absolutely. And there is also this new element that Mr. Nawab Malik pointed out about suspected COVID deaths. So that is a separate column. Is that figure also released? So that might be the reason why there seems to be a mismatch. Unless the hospital confirms it's a COVID death, perhaps the data does not reflect the actual figures. Thanks for joining us, Mayuresh, with your inputs on this big story. We take a very short break here on the broadcast. News and updates continue on the other side.